Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb, but on this episode we're going to talk about what is intermittent fasting and how to fast, coming up next. It's Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb, and on this episode we're going to talk about what is intermittent fasting and how do you fast. But before we dive into all things intermittent fasting, if you like this video, make sure you dance your fingers down, click the like button so other people can see this video, click subscribe so you can see more videos on intermittent fasting and keto and weight loss, all things weight loss, and sign up for my free emailed weekly Wednesday weight loss, ketogenic diet meal plan, and intermittent fasting schedule. Now, your question of the day is, how long is your longest intermittent fasting time? Put in the comments below. Let's dive into the content. So first question, what is intermittent fasting? Well, intermittent fasting is intermittent periods of eating and intermittent periods of not eating. Ta-da! Okay, video over. I'm just kidding. It's basically, you have windows of where you're going to consume food and then not consume food. Frequently where I find intermittent fasting beginners struggling is trying to find the line of what breaks a fast, what doesn't break a fast. I follow Dr. Fung, the daddy of intermittent fasting, and Megan Ramos's suggestion in the book, Megan Ramos is Dr. Fung's business partner, but Dr. Fung's book, The Complete Guide to Fasting, which is in the description link below, I highly recommend it. It talks in there what specifically breaks a fast, which is what I adhere to. The caveat though, in the video I did on what breaks a fast, which I'll link down below, is that those are crutches, right? For example, you could put some coconut oil into your coffee and it technically wouldn't break your fast because of the high fat substance is not spiking your insulin, thus allowing your body to heal and rest, which is the point of intermittent fasting. So there's certain things you can have during a fast, like coffee, tea. I love Pique Tea during my fast, which I will also link down below, that technically don't break your intermittent fast, but there's certain things that do break your intermittent fasting. So what is intermittent fasting? Periods of eating, periods of not eating. The best possible thing for you is a water fast, a pure straight up water fast, consuming hot water, cold water, ice water, or sparkling water, like plain tap CO2 added filtered water. That does not, that's the best thing for your body for autophagy and other awesome healing benefits. But so with the question, what is intermittent fasting? Periods of eating, periods of not eating. Try not to commingle those, give your body a rest from that. How to fast is the second question of this, of how to fast. Basically pick a day, try to do a 12-hour fast and see what happens. Literally, that's all I've done. My highest fasting time has been through just trying to see how my body felt and seeing if I could keep going. That's typically how I do most of my fasts. There's other strategies involved in that I talk about in my Countess code, my intermittent fasting for women weight loss course, which I will link down below. But for strictly just straight up how to fast, start with a 12-hour fast. See if you can do that. If that goes well, then extend it to 14 hours. If that goes well, do a 16-8, an 18-6, a 24-hour fast, keep stair-stepping. I've had clients that I've coached with intermittent fasting who are stretching for 7-day fasts now. I've had clients do 7-day fasts. I personally, my highest fasting time is over 52 hours. And here's my before and after picture with intermittent fasting. It's been a phenomenal journey. So fasting can help you lose weight, but that may not be the intention of what your fast is. Some people want to help prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, lots of awesome healing benefits from it. So how do you fast to get those amazing benefits? There's different ways, but just simply stop eating and then start eating, and try not to make it more confusing than that. Where people can sometimes get into trouble is electrolyte drinks and sugar-free products and things like that. I talked heavily previously about sugar-free products, how it majorly stalled my weight loss. I thought they were keto approved, and in actuality, it was shooting myself in the foot for intermittent fasting because it made me hungry and would spike my insulin or I'd break my fast earlier. So a couple of tools and things that I love with intermittent fasting or how to fast is I use Pique Tea, which I mentioned. I'll put that in the description link below. Maldon salt. These sea salt flakes help me make longer intermittent fasting times and have majorly helped with my before and after picture. You can see a difference of me starting to incorporate intermittent fasting with Maldon salt. where it changes your taste buds. I've talked about that before in other videos, but it changes your taste buds so you don't feel sweet, and also gives you electrolytes, which you need with intermittent fasting for sure. And my electrolytes is pickle juice, organic pickle juice. And then the third tool I use tremendously is my soda stream. I used to get a lot of Perrier and Pellegrino. Now I just make my own sparkling water, no additives, just straight filtered water, and then a little CO2 added with it. So what is intermittent fasting? How to fast? Pretty simple. Pick a time, pick a date, and then start weaving fasting around your lifestyle. The best thing that I love with intermittent fasting is when it's my little boy's birthday, I will not fast. I may not fast during that time frame because I want to partake in the festivities and family time and things like that. Or when I'm traveling, it's harder for me personally. Some people find it so much easier to do trips with intermittent fasting. I personally don't like to travel while I'm fasting, but I'm working on that. That's my ultimate goal for full authenticity. But I find when I have busy, stressful work days, my best fasting times are Sunday afternoon, nighttime through Thursday. I will rock it. Like, that's when I do my 50+ hour fast. Traditionally, I usually do a 48-hour fast. Pretty much, I've gotten into the routine starting on Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, and we'll stretch that into Tuesday. It's awesome. It is awesome. So you start with a small foundation of how do you do intermittent fasting? Do a 12-hour fast, then do a 14-hour fast. Quite frankly, if you do a 14-hour fast, Dr. Kendi Berry told me this when I did my highest fasting challenge with him, was that you're an elite club. If you are intentionally doing fasting in the US or Canada, you're an elite. Most people don't do that. They think it's wackadoodle. People will eventually come around to why intermittent fasting is so good for our bodies and how it will make us less obese and will help aid in weight loss too. I've had only amazing things to say about intermittent fasting. I do have one thing I do like to share is I have recovering from an eating disorder. I've done a video on that. I'll link that below. So if you're thinking about doing intermittent fasting with an eating disorder, you can hear my experience, strength, and hope with that, of just what the process has been for me. So, and how I do it with a kid and a husband, and I cover that on most of my day in the life of eating or not eating videos with intermittent fasting. So what is intermittent fasting? Periods of eating, periods of not eating, and not spiking your insulin, making sure that you're having, when you do break your fast, having high fat, moderate protein, low carb foods, so you're not jacking with your insulin. The two Avengers, so to speak, the Tony Stark and the Black Widow of intermittent fasting and ketogenic diet will help you lose weight, Avengers style. Did you like that reference? I just saw the movie. I'm way behind the curve, but I digress. I hope you like this video. Smash that like button and click subscribe. Make sure you sign up for my free keto meal plan that's emailed to you along with my intermittent fasting schedule, and put in the comments below, what's your longest fasting time? Inquiring minds want to know. I can't wait to hear and see you guys on the next intermittent fasting video. Make it a powerful day. Bye guys.